drinking this in particular, because I have so many people that, and I'm not trying to judge them, do whatever you want drinking, but I'm like, if you want certain results, I'm like, let's just cut out the alcohol or very minimize it as much as possible. It's impossible. I can't cut it out. I'm like, you can. It's just your belief system for some reason is that you can't. I'm not saying you're an alcoholic by any means, but like even one of my buddies that you know at the gym, he doesn't even need to lose that much weight. He's pretty lean. And he's like, how do I lose this last little bit? And he's like, I just want to get a little bit leaner. I'm like, just cut out the drinking, man. Everything else is perfect. I don't want to, I can't. I go out every weekend, this and that. It's not that much. I'm like, I know it's not that much, but just cut it out. Said it to him for like months. And then by chance, he didn't even purposely do it. It's just he cut it out because he was traveling and doing some other things for a few weeks and he lost that weight. And I was like, I wonder if it was the alcohol. He's like, yeah, it was the alcohol. I was like, I fucking told you. It's like, I tell everybody, just cut it out for a little bit. It's so simple. Like
I've had a few apprentices along the years. And my last one, I was explaining alcohol to her and why it just doesn't work. You can't get fit on it, right? And so I explained it to her and she goes, well, that makes a lot of sense. And she says, but she was a student at that time and she was, doing courses upon courses, very educated girl. And she says, can I put together a report on alcohol and why what you just said to me?
Yeah.
No one's explained it like that. I want to put it down on paper and I'm going to do my own research and stuff. And I said, yeah, go ahead. So she does this thing. And I look at it, I read it. I'm like, holy smokes, this thing is like, it basically tells you what alcohol does to your body and why you can't get in shape and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I posted it on my website and in the archives now. And, so when clients ask questions on things, I go, yeah, go to the website. There's look in the archives. I got things on everything, right? You'll find it. So some of them people would ask me about alcohol. So I'd say, go to the website, read the alcohol one.
Yeah.
This thing on alcohol. Can't even remember how the name was, but it's on alcohol. Do you know how many clients quit drinking after they read that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look in your archives.
Yeah, go. But I'm telling you, I tell them and they come back and they say, Kosta, I never knew it. I didn't understand it. Now I know and I'm not drinking anymore. I'm telling you, I've that article, which I've probably had because I think I met her probably, that would have been 12, 13 years ago, I think, maybe. And, in that 12, 13 years, that article's probably stopped at least 50 people from drinking.
Maybe I read your article like when I first started lifting over 15 years ago or so because...
You started working out 15 years ago?
Yeah.
You've been training for 15 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was a computer nerd before then.
Oh, wow.
But I remember reading lots of studies on alcohol and stuff like that. And even when I could only bench press just the bar, no weights, so 45-pound bar, that was nearly impossible. That's around when I gave up alcohol because I was like, anything to get gains and keep it. So I cut it out. I mean, I still have it, but usually it's around like my birthday or like something. Like not everybody's birthday, my birthday. If I'm going out to somebody else's birthday, I'll still have a Diet Coke or something.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, drink. I'm like, I mean, I used to drink when I was a kid. I'm not an alcoholic, but I was like, I do like it, but my gains are more important. I try so hard at the gym. Why would I just destroy it?
Yeah, so I don't drink, but I have a drink, right?
Yeah.
But I don't drink, right? And my daughter, my second one, she's like me. She doesn't like alcohol. She's seen her mom get drunk and didn't like it. And from then on, just doesn't like it, right? So she's so my daughter, that one, right?
Yeah.
And one time she was younger, but she was looking at these pictures in Hawaii. And when I go to Hawaii, I used to go there quite regularly. I would always like my Corona.
Yeah.
But, I'm at the place. If I'm drunk or walk to the bedroom, whatever, I have it. She saw the Corona and said, Dad, that's alcohol. And I'm like, yeah. She goes, I thought you didn't drink. I don't drink. Why you drink that? And she was looking at a picture like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? I go, I just had a drink with your mom. That was it. I don't drink. I don't want to see you drink. So when we go out for dinner to places, friends' homes and stuff, and they offer me wine, before I know she's looking. And she's waiting to see what I'm going to say. I'm going, I don't drink. I don't drink, just a glass of wine. No, I don't drink. And when we're in the car getting out, she goes, Dad, you don't drink. I go, you don't have to tell me. I don't drink. You don't have to say, don't drink. I don't drink.
He passed on your values so hard.
I know, it's so hard. Like, she's like, just so intense about it. And I'm like, wow. So I'm like, Jesus, like, so it's funny. It's like, I never liked it because I saw what it did with my uncles.
Yeah.
I saw how my uncles were. And I had actually a first cousin. He was older. Maybe he was about 10 years older than me. And he drank himself to death by 30.
Oh my, that's a really, really young age.
He drank himself to death by 30. And he was the oldest one of the whole clan. And he went and he died. I saw him before he died. And I was just like, he was such a big, strapping, handsome guy when he was in the army and stuff, and then got out. He just drank, and then died.
That's the
And
hard
so
part.
for me, it was like, I didn't see no value in it.
Yeah.
I saw my uncles arguing because of it, arguing with their wives, this, that, and the other. I don't understand why people need alcohol. Everybody has a reason. I don't like it. I don't think it serves a purpose. But it goes to show you, some people really need it.
Well, it's so built into our society, and because it is so heavy in our society, like, I don't feel like this anymore, but even when I first decided to not drink anymore, for the first few years, every time I'd be out at somebody's house or a restaurant, I'm like, I don't drink. I'm like, they probably think I'm an alcoholic or was, because they're like, why don't you drink? I'm like, they're like, we saw you used to drink. I'm like, yeah, I don't drink anymore. They're like, why? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. It's just gym goals. Like one drink isn't going to kill you. I'm like, it won't. No, it won't. But I don't.
Is it ever one drink?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. And like, even when I was in college, that was around the time I was drinking before, but then midway through college, I stopped because I decided to start lifting. And, the same buddies that I would always go out with, they'd be like, you have to drink, you have to drink, you have to drink so much. And it was so annoying. I was like, I'm fine. Like, just leave me alone. Do your thing. Like, it's a good thing. I'm your designated driver. And then a couple times at those parties, I would just like bring like water and pour it in a glass and say it's vodka and stuff like that. I'm like just leave me alone.
You know what I would? I always
like soda water.
I drank orange juice and like orange and soda, and I would tell them it's a screwdriver.
Yeah.
People just felt better knowing that I got a screwdriver in my hand and I'm drinking, even though it was just OJ.
Yeah.
But just to make them happy,
I wonder if it's they think that they're being judged or not. Because I was like, I don't care if you guys. I'm showing up. They're like, have fun. I'm like, I'm trying to, but you're nagging me to drink.
Because they know that they're going to get drunk and their guard is going to go down and they're going to probably say something.
Maybe.
And they're afraid.
And you're the only one that will remember it.
And you're going to remember and you're going to be like, you're judging them, right? So it's all about, they want you to be on the same level.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's really interesting.
Yeah. But it's not for me. I don't need it. I don't care about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, I have no problems with it. And I do like the taste of it, but like, again, it's mostly like gym gains for me. But yeah.
Yeah, at a young age, I realized too, it just doesn't work at the gym, right? I remember, the odd time where I would go out with guys and so I was competing in high school. So I'd go away on a weekend in high school and set the British Columbia records. I remember one time I went to America and competed in, where was it? Tacoma, I think. In the international powerlifting meet, when I was in high school, like grade, I think I was grade 11 or 12, probably, 11 or 12, and coming back with a trophy and this and that. And, it was, I had really changed my life already in school. And the odd time then out of it where I would say have some alcohol, I would feel so shitty for a few days. Like I'm supposed to go to the gym on Monday and squat with a group of guys. And I just don't feel, I can't eat. I'm kind of like, I feel hungover. And I'm like, how am I supposed to go in there and squat? You know what I mean? So I'm like,
even if you feel fine, like, because lots of people I know feel fine drinking whatever amount, sometimes extreme amounts, but like that loop band that you're wearing, and you and I talked about it before, I always love to test things. So then so I did try when I had the loop band a long time ago, I'd have like just a beer on a Friday night. And then when I'd wake up the next morning, it would say my body's strain is higher than normal. So it's telling me not to work out as hard at the gym. And I felt like everything's normal. mentally, physically, everything the next morning, and that I want to push myself hard, but your body is already taxed, right? So it's saying don't push yourself as hard. So that reassured it even more after like I already made my decision. But then I was like, yeah, that's just from one. If I had more than that, I would say don't train. You're gonna have negative gains.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. No, this thing is the best. This thing's really good. It was, yeah, the best thing for me. It helped me get back on track and stuff. And I go by it. You know, I don't have the recovery that I did at this age. I think when you're a younger guy in your 20s and 30s, the recovery is, you just recover, right?
yeah.
But at my age, I need the recovery. So when I look at it, it tells me how much I have to observe when I'm doing cardio. And for me, listen, anybody who doesn't know me, it doesn't take too much to figure out that it's all about muscle gain and muscle preservation.
Yeah.
To put on muscle, and I've been tooting this for years.